an empty, sinless vessel to place the sin of mankind onto. If Jesus were only a man that was tainted by sin, just as you and I are, he would also have been the subject of God's wrath. And that's a horrible thing to even think of. How would someone do that to the name of Christ? Place him on a sinless level as we are. Placing him under the wrath of God as well. Only God could be born in a human form without sin. And it's a very good one. God coming in the flesh as a sinless man. And it's a very simple principle, really. Let's just say I had a cup of water. And or water. Let's just say water is sinful. Sinful water, bad water. And that water needed to be saved. It needed to be redeemed. That water is sinful and needed to be saved. Now, if I offer a cup of water to die in place of this other sinful water, well, there's no place to pour the water. There's no place to put the sin. It's already full of water. So it has to be an empty cup to pour the sin into. It's just that simple. Christ being completely empty and void of sin, so that our sin could be placed on him. You can't be a sinful man can't receive the sins of others. Right? So this is all very basic stuff. You all know this, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So this is exactly what we're talking about here. Wherefore, Romans 5:12, as by one man, talking about Adam here, sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned. Only God can circumnavigate this principle. Any religion that places their savior, or their prophet, or their leader, and they're having faith in them, it's just the same way. It's an empty faith. Only God can place himself in human form without sin, an empty vessel for that sin, for our sin to be placed into and die. Killing that sin dying, that body dying, being identified with that. And that's the core of our faith. So how does God do that? How does he circumnavigate that Adam sinned, therefore all have sinned? They are sinned. Isaiah 7:14. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. We see the fulfillment of that prophecy in Matthew 1:23. Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us. And, the subject of the deity of Christ is huge. It's a thread throughout the entire Bible. It's a subject that can be taught indefinitely. We could teach it week after week after week. You could look at scripture after scripture and go on and on and on, month after month, and never touch it all, and never be able to completely grasp the concept of God in the flesh, Jesus Christ, and see the intricacies in the Bible of the thing. It's fascinating. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For he has made him to be sin for us who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. Romans 1:16 and 17. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek, for therein is the righteousness of God revealed, from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. And years I skipped over that from faith to faith, and it never just really made any sense, and it was always explained to me as that you grow in faith, as you mature in your life as a Christian. And I don't know. It just never did settle well with me. But to think about it, our faith is only as good as the faithfulness of the subject we have placed our faith in. Does that make sense? Okay. So our faith is objective. We place our faith on the object of Christ. His faith is subjective. He is faithful. Just to give you an example, we were talking about what our co-worker works for. His name's Al. He does the paint work and detailing and all that for us. Hard-working man. One of the hardest-working men I've ever known in my life. His son lived in Washington State. And he called out to his dad. I'm in trouble up here, can't find any work, on and on and on. I've got a girlfriend and an infant baby. Will you help me get down there? I need a new start. Okay. So Al paid for him, to gas and lodging and food and all that to go from Washington State all the way to Florida. And he got here, and Al was just renting a part of a house from someone. He's a single man. He didn't need a bunch of bills and stuff. So he spent everything he had saved to rent the house, fill it with furniture, get the power turned on, buy food, give him gas in his car, on and on and on and on. Everything. Now, when I first met the guy, he was nice to talk to. I want to try and help. This guy needs work now. So I called all over the place. I called local businesses around some people I didn't know. I found him a job. Telling the guy, man, this is a hard-working guy. He'll be there every day. He needs to work.